Never give him love for free. I'm telling you this right now. You need to ask men for exactly what you want. Do you hear me? And if he doesn't give you what you want, then find another man who will. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. When you are in love with the man, and I'm talking about after you get past the initial phase of let me keep myself poised, let me make sure that I don't do too much, playing coy, all the stuff that we do. By we, I'm talking to feminine energy women and feminine energy men. All the stuff that we do with masculine men in order to protect our peace and protect our sense of self and our personal power, to not give our power away. After you've done all that and you're finally locked in and he's finally locked in, I'm going to tell you this right now. You will feel vulnerable. And you are going to do a lot for this man. I don't care how strong you think you are. Okay? You are going to love him. You're going to pour yourself on him. He's going to get the best of you. It's undeniable. And that's why I say from the onset of the relationship, from the onset of dating, from when you first meet that man, listen, you don't give your love for free. I'm not talking about monetary money and nothing like that, but if that's what you think about, then apply it where it needs to be applied for you, okay? You decide what the value is and how the value is financed. So for some of you all, it may be about him treating you like you're a priority, giving you quality time consistently, being honest with you. It's different things like that. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Whatever it is that you want, need, deserve, and desire in a partner, you need to be very clear about that before you start dating. Because if you don't know exactly what you want, need, and deserve, what's going to happen is you're going to take whatever's put in front of you. Yo chamo também. Means I love you too. You are going to accept whatever is put in front of you. And often what's put in front of you is the bare minimum. And the reason why these men get away with giving y'all the bare minimum is not because they're horrible people. It's because human beings like to go with the path of least resistance. And so, if you're the kind of woman who accepts whatever he gives, who's always willing to adjust your expectations to meet what you believe he's capable of, rather than holding the standard based on this is what I deserve and you need to give this to me, then you will always get the worst of men. Because when men recognize that you are willing to bend your standards in order to accommodate his lack of effort, girl, he's going to give you less than that. He's going to keep on testing you, going lower and lower and lower in effort to see how little you will accept. You're like, it's so crazy. During the first couple months, he was calling every day. He was planning trips for us on weekends, and he was planning dates, blah, 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 blah. But then the minute we got in a relationship, the minute that I decided to blah, blah, blah with him, then next thing you know, he just stopped being so consistent. He stopped being consistent. He stopped calling every day. No, I'm not wearing lip line, baby. He stopped calling every day. He stopped planning dates. He stopped doing this, that, and the third. The football team just won. And so they're riding around the motorcycles downstairs. Okay. He stopped doing this, that, and the third. Because you never required much of him up front. When he was complaining about not having enough money, you paid for the dates. It's okay. I just want to see him anyway. So it's fine. I know he ain't got it. I'll pay for it. So not only are you giving love away for free, you paying for love at this point in time. Oh, I know that he ain't got a car, so I'll pick him up. Okay. Oh, I know that he ain't got a house of his own, so he can come. We can hang out at my house. So he a grown man who don't have a house on his own. He can't pay for a hotel for y'all to hang out in. Oh, I know that that he got all this going on, and he got this going on. He got to pay child support. He got to pay this. So so I don't really push for too much. All I need is quality time. Okay. And then when he give you the bare minimum, right? And you convince yourself that the bare minimum is good enough. Then you end up in a relationship with this man at some point in time because you delude yourself into believing that his bare minimum is good enough. And he had to put really little to no effort into being with you. All he had to do was text regularly and show up for a couple of dates. And now you're in a relationship with him. And now you feel undervalued. And now you wonder why he's not doing what he used to do. Thank you for clicking like and click share. Now you wonder why he's not doing what he used to do. Because you created and participated in maintaining a dynamic where you showed him you had no value, and therefore he never had to do anything to truly earn you or afford you. You know why I believe in asking men for the things I want? I don't care if it's a gift. I don't care if it's an experience. I don't care if it's, hey, can you make time for me in your schedule because I want to spend time. I want to do this, whatever it may be. The reason why I have never had a problem asking men for what I want, it's not because I couldn't afford to do it for myself. I've been financially independent for a long time. I've always been able to take care of myself. Even on my worst days, I can still take care of my needs. It wasn't because of that. It was because I understood something very early on. I'm going to teach you right now because probably your mother didn't teach you it yet. Men will not see you as valuable unless they have to sacrifice something of value in order to get you and maintain you. See, a lot of y'all like to call these women out here who get houses, cars, trips, money even. Y'all like to call them gold diggers. She just a gold digger. Ha 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 ha. She getting flued out. Ha 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 ha. I've never thought that for 1 minute when I hear about these girls getting flued out. That's their business, what they do when they get there. But the bottom line is this. What they understand is that if you never ask the man for nothing and never require him to give you anything, then he will always give you the bare minimum. Because you never set your price. It's like you're a beautiful jewelry store. You have diamonds, you got bracelets, you got gold, you got everything sitting around there, right? And nothing has a price tag on it. Not because it is so expensive that you just don't show the price, but because you never assigned a value to it. What's your value? What do you need out of a man? Because like I talked about at the beginning of this video, we know that when we with these men, we're going to give them the world. Time, energy, everything. We're going to give them the world. So what you need in return? You ain't free. You ain't free. You ain't free. I don't know who told you that, baby. But if I love him, love is enough. Baby, love costs a coin. Love costs a couple things. What you need, baby? Huh? How you with a man and you barely making it, and meanwhile he ain't doing nothing for you? Wouldn't your vision be to be with a man as your partner? If he's gonna be your long-term partner, your husband one day, the father of your kids one day, shouldn't it be the kind of man that you can openly ask to step in to help you out financially? I'm not saying he got to buy you boots, bags, and bangles. If that's what you want, get a boot, get a bag, and get a bangle. But it's not about the boot, the bag, and the bangle. I'm so surprised I did not get tongue-tied doing that 3 times over. It's not about that. What it's about is, can this man properly show up for you in the ways you need him to show up for you? Financially, in terms of his time, and definitely in terms of his energy. I know he had a really tough week working a lot, so I know that's why he didn't reach out for me to hang out this week. And I just, it's fine. I didn't hear from this week, but I know he had a really tough week. And you didn't? Why are you accepting this man going MIA on contacting you? Why are you accepting this man going MIA on contacting you and making up excuses on why he not doing what he needs to do to give you attention? Girl, I don't care if he worked 12 hours a day, 5 days straight. He could have made time to reach out to you. He didn't have to miss your birthday. And if he did, he certainly could have sent something to make sure that his presence was felt. Y'all's problem is this. You, A, don't be knowing your worth. And B, even when you think you know your worth, y'all scared to ask for what you want. I'm not. Ask for what you want. Tell them what you need. Stop being so closed off. Open up. When you around him and you talking about everything going on in your life, talk about what's going on. You got financial troubles? Talk about them. You ain't got to ask nothing, just talk about them. Again, you're not no gold digger, baby. We no gold digger. Auntie is not here trying to raise up a nation of gold diggers. I'm trying to position a tribe of women who recognize that their love should never be for free. To recognize their value, identify their needs, and be empowered enough to talk about their needs. Tell them what you need, baby. I'm going through this. Would y'all believe me if I told you that a man will finance your business? The right one will. Would y'all believe if I told you that if you lost your job tomorrow and you with the right kind of man, you don't ever have to worry about being on the street? He got you while you figure out the next step. Would y'all believe me? Would y'all believe me if I told you that a little trip, a boot, a bag, and a bangle is the least of what these men can do for you? Because he ain't doing nothing for you. Girl, some little trip don't mean nothing. Oh, he took me to wherever. Girl, please, that don't mean nothing. Did he not go with you? He took himself on vacation and brought you along with him. Girl, that don't mean nothing. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. When you're not there, it'll just be another girl there with him. Tell that man what you need. You have to condition men to see that you are open to them providing for you. That's what y'all don't be getting. Y'all be so prideful sometimes. I don't want to ask for nothing. I don't want to come across that way. I can pay for this on my own. It's not about can you. The fact of the matter is, your partner is your helpmate. Isn't that what's in the Bible? Your partner is your helpmate, and you are his helpmate. And you are going to make major sacrifices that go beyond the value of money. And if one day you have his children, baby, the role you will serve in his life and the life of his children, no amount of money could ever finance that. Ever. So if you are his helpmate and he is your helpmate, how do you get to validate if this man is actually in a mindset to be a helpmate? If he is aligned spiritually, okay, and energetically as a masculine energy being to be that, if you don't ever ask him for what you need and tell him what you need, you have no way of knowing that. You say you want a man who's masculine, a provider, has your back, protector. Well, how he gonna be that when you always providing for yourself, protecting yourself, and having your own back? How? How? Sometimes when you ask a man for something, it's not really about the fact that you couldn't do it yourself. Sometimes it's about, baby, I'm giving this to you. Hear me. Some of y'all gonna hear this the right way, and some of y'all's gonna go over your head. When you ask a man for something, you actually are giving him a gift. You are. You are giving him the gift of allowing him space for his masculinity to shine through. You understand how real men love to be in spaces where their masculinity can shine through? And you deny him. You deny him that beautiful gift. You really do. You deny him that beautiful gift. We don't ask him for anything. It really is. It is an affront to his masculinity. Aren't you serious? How can that man be what he was born to be if you don't ever give him the opportunity to be it? Oh, honey, please. Honey, please. And can I share this with you girls? Life is so much easier on this side too. What you say? You said they stay wanting to be your daddy. They really do. So let them. Girl, life is so much easier on this side. Girl, life is so much easier on this side. Honey, I'm so glad I found the way. I found the way. I don't know what y'all doing over there. But that old struggle bus love, I can't do it. I'm not built for it, baby. I'm just not. I like a protector. I like a provider. Now, when I say being a provider, that don't mean I'm asking you to pay my bills and pay all this other stuff. If you want to, ain't nobody stopping you. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you see a gap in my life and you see something going on, a gap that I haven't filled, are you willing to step in? Baby, I got that for you. Don't even worry about that. Are you going to sit there and watch me stress and hear me talking about what I'm going through and knowing you got the capacity to make it better, and you're going to let that, and you're going to just let me sit there in that stress? Because I know I wouldn't do that to you. Feminine energy beings, we never let our men struggle, do we? Girl, we see him going through anything, we step in immediately. Immediately, don't we? Baby, what's going on? Because I know, what do we do for our men, ladies? With their support system, day or night, he can talk to us about anything, baby, okay? He may be facing the biggest challenges in the world, but baby, after he talked with us, honey, he felt like he was talking to a therapist. Because we're going to make sure we have his back emotionally, energetically, spiritually. What else are we going to do? We are going to add to his brand, his personal brand, aren't we, ladies? Because why? Because we keep ourselves together, don't we? Don't we keep ourselves together? Don't we keep ourselves together? When he goes out in public and goes out into the world with you, baby, he's going to attract more opportunities. Why? Because the attention you draw towards you. Because you are so poised and beautiful and elegant. The attention that you draw towards you is going to automatically shine over to him, and he's going to become elevated. The relationships in your life that can benefit him, wouldn't you refer some of those relationships over him? Oh, baby, you know my friend so-and-so can help with that too. Oh, yeah, she can make a call. Oh, yeah, that'll help your business out real good. Yeah, I'll tell Charlene to do it. Don't you worry about that. Are we not going to do that? Do we not? So if we know all the things we're going to do, right? Why wouldn't you ask for what you want? For those of y'all who are asking, here's my book. It's called Get Out of Your Own Way, A Guide to Letting Go of the Stuff That's Holding You Back. It's available on Amazon. Just look up MJ Harris. You'll see the book. And I do have a couple coaching sessions open. So if you would like to schedule a session, I know I have a couple. Y'all be complaining to me saying, MJ, you always got a booked up calendar. Well, baby, I got some sessions open, but y'all don't move fast enough. So the link is directly above or below this video or on any of my social media pages. Click that link. You'll be able to schedule a session with me. Okay. Now, I know some of y'all are saying, well, how do I ask him for what I want? Like, I just feel weird doing it. I just feel weird. I feel weird. Like, I don't even know how to bring the conversation. Thank you for ordering the book, Ravine. How do I ask him? You don't. You just talk about what you need in front of him. It's so easy. You don't even have to ask. Talk about what you need when you're in his presence. Baby, how's your day? How was your day today? Baby, do you mind if I just kind of vent to you for a minute? Always ask before you vent, because he may have a stressed out day too. And you need him to be open to have the capacity to hear. Baby, you mind if I just vent to you for a minute? He'd be like, yeah. I like to lay my head right here on his chest. Or bury your face right in his neck and just talk while your arms are around his neck. Get close, right? I'm trying to keep the faith. I'm trying not to get stressed out. Be honest. Isn't that the truth? I'm trying not to get stressed out. I'm trying, but I just really am, because I just don't know how I'm going to fix this. I don't know how I'm going to make this happen. Well, what's the problem? I just can't afford to blase, blase, blah. I just don't know how to blase, blase, blah. And I'm worried. Use emotions. I feel worried. I feel stressed. I feel sad. Let me tell you what masculine men are at their core. They are solution makers. Problem solvers. That's why when you talk to him about your problem and he jumped in, well, all you gotta do is blah, blah, blah. Y'all be getting so frustrated. I just want you to listen. Don't tell me how to fix it. Just listen. Girl, they not wired for that. And y'all so silly. Y'all mad at him because the fact he's trying to give you a solution rather than going to him for the solutions you need. Girl, if he's wired to think about solutions, then bring him problems. Ain't that common sense? Think. Come on. Bring him some problems. And exactly what you just said, baby. The weak ones never understand. That's why I say, if you can talk about your problems in front of a man and he don't offer to do nothing, don't offer to help you, don't offer to do nothing, that ain't the one for you. Nope. He not the one for you, baby girl. He really not. He not the one for you. And I know you sad to hear that. But he is just not the one for you. He's really not. Because, baby, I don't care if a man got 2 cents in his pocket. If that 2 cents got to go towards helping you, he going to give you that 2 cents. Why? Because his sense of manhood, y'all don't understand it. You be missing it. His sense of manhood is tied to you being fulfilled. When a man is a man, when he's a protector, when he's a provider, when he's operating in true masculine energy, that man can't sleep at night knowing that somebody who he loves is suffering or going without. He can't. These men will work 2, 3, 4 jobs to make sure that their woman and their baby is taken care of. Find you one of those. And how do you know if he's one of those? Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. It could be something small. He on his way over, babe, I'm stopping at the store. I'll be there in a minute. I'm stopping at the store. Opportunity to ask something. You stopping at the store? Yeah. Oh, would you mind grabbing a couple things for me? Would you mind grabbing a couple things for me while you there? Yeah, what you need? Girl, you don't want no doggone stick of butter. Get something real, like for real. Like if he at the grocery store, girl, I don't know, have him get one of those big old gallon things that like Tide or something. I don't know. Pick something, you know what I mean? Like ask him to pick up some I don't know, some eyeliner or something. I don't know, like something. Something for real. Not no piece of gum. It ain't that expensive. Just something. You know? He gonna bring it. And if he don't bring it, or he make excuse, yeah, I wasn't even gonna stop at the store that long. It's no problem. Cut. Worse yet, if he bring it and be like, yeah, so here you go. Here's the receipt. Yeah, it was only $34.97. Cut. Girl, you got that little $34 in your purse. That ain't nothing. It's about, is this man operating in a way that's frankly just too tight? He's not a provider. He ain't got that energy. You see what I'm saying? Girl, no. If that man has the capacity to help you, tell him what you want. Tell him what you need. Y'all making it harder than what it is. You really are. I promise you, baby, I don't speak the things that I'm not an expert on, honey. I speak what I live. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Tell him what you need. Girl, I remember when I first moved to LA. Girl, no ma'am, I had debt. I had a little apartment. Now, it was on Wilshire. But baby, all the money I was paying for that address, I couldn't afford paying for no furniture. I had my little bed. I had the bed on like the little rolling mattress frame or whatever. I have a headboard. I had 2 bar stools from IKEA so I could eat at the countertop. I had no sofa. My TV, I put it on top of this little box looking thing for in the bedroom. I ain't never want to invite nobody to my house. Ever. I ain't have nothing. I was doing what I had to do. I was focused on building my dream. I left the work that I had. I left the job I had. I was focused. I was doing videos. I was selling insurance. But you know, honey, I didn't know how to generate leads back then, so I was just doing the best I could. It was rough. I had that car in the garage that was expensive. But honey, I ain't know how to manage money like that. And in my mind, I was like, I gotta have a nice car because I live in LA. If people want to see my car, they're gonna judge me based on that. Girl, I was struggling. Do you not hear me? But baby, my light stayed on. That apartment got furnished. That business's growth got financed. I was introduced to the right people at the right time to advance me. Oh, you're not hearing me. Some of y'all missing it, but that's all right. Do I still sell insurance? Yes, I'm still in the insurance industry. The link that you can schedule time with me for a coaching session is the same link for insurance, baby. Quit playing. Mother don't give up income streams. She just adds them. Okay. Let's be very clear about this. Am I smart? Did I work hard? Absolutely I did. And absolutely I am. But girl, I'd be lying through my teeth if I didn't tell you that one of the greatest blessings that ever happened to me was meeting a man who was a provider, who loved upon me so good and said, whatever you need, I got you. What you need. What you need. Girl, what was I supposed to do? Because, girl, if you ain't got it, why would you date a man who ain't got it either? That's just stupid. What, we going to be 2 people sitting here ain't got nothing? What we going to do? Love ain't enough for that. I didn't ask him to pay my bills, but let's be real. Let's call it what it is. Let's take a step forward. That relationship would eventually go on to end. It was fine. Life goes on. And by then, my life had advanced. Things were better for me. In a much better place. So what, you thought I was going to choose another man who couldn't? No. No. Because it wasn't a formula to stick to. What it was, and what it is a way of being. I don't care what I got. I only date providers and protectors. Why? Because that's the only kind of energy that I respect in a man. I don't care what country you live in. They did too. And so when life went on, honey, that's the energy I gave. And I always have been willing, I'm teaching y'all this right now, to be open about what I need. I'm going to tell you a secret, because some of y'all say, all right, got this. I got money. I got this. I got a job. Ain't no man going to do nothing for me. Couldn't be furthest from the truth. The more you got, the more men want to do for you. If you broke, busted, disgusted, ain't got nothing going for yourself, men don't want to do nothing for you. That's why I say you got to look good. You got to make sure you take care of yourself. You got to look like you don't need him. The more you don't need a man, the more he going to do for you. The more you don't need a man, the more he going to do for you. That's why you invest in your education. That's why you invest in that body. That's why you invest in that face. Make sure you look good. Take care of your skin. That's why you invest in you, because the more he think that you don't need him, the more he going to do for you. And the more he think that you don't need him, the less power he then thinks he has once he does do for you. And so with that understood, life went on, baby. Things got better for me. And let me tell you this, the provisions got better as well. I ain't got no shame. It is what it is. It was what it was. I'm just trying to teach you, baby, okay? No woman is an island. And no man is either. Why are you doing it on your own? Why are you struggling on your own? Huh? Why are you not asking for help? Why are you not saying what you need? Why are you not dating men that have the capacity to do it? That's silly. Oh, because the men who can do it for you don't look like your type? Girl, you so immature. But he's just not cute. He's just not that. He's just not this. Well, last time I checked, you paying the bills for the cuties. The cutie broke. Cutie ain't got nothing. Ain't got nothing for you. Nothing for you. No. Find an intelligent man. Find a hard-working man. Y'all really just be blowing me for real. When y'all be talking about, I like him, but he worked too much. He worked too much. I'm sorry, what? He nice, but he worked too much. He don't never make time for me. But does he provide for you? I'm just curious. Because the last thing I need is a broke man laid up on my sofa every night watching TV with me, cuddling up, telling me how pretty I am. And I'm the one paying for the Uber Eats bill. I'm the one paying for the restaurant. That's what you want. That's the life you want. Quality time worth that much to you? Girl, you better find a new love language. You better find a new one. I don't know. Get hypnotized or something. You get rid of that. That's not a love language, baby. That's a trauma. That's some trauma upon you. Something wrong. You got a curse on you. That's generational, baby, because your mama did the same thing, didn't she? Your daddy was broken. She kept laying. Yeah, no. No, that's not for me. I remember when I was a young broad, honey. I was a young broad. Oh, young thing in these streets, honey. Oh, young thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honey, my man back in the day, back when I was in school, he was in med school, honey. He was becoming a doctor. He was becoming a doctor. Oh, honey, he was always busy in those labs and classes and whatever they be doing. I don't know nothing about it. When he left that apartment in the morning, every morning, what? Oh, you thought I was living somewhere else rather than in the home he was paying for? No, I lived with him. Because when we got together, I was fussing about my rent because my rent was expensive for me. It was. I was young. And I was fussing about my rent because I never, ever, ever believed in not letting a man know what your problems are. So I was fussing about my rent. He said, well, I mean, you always over here anyway. Why don't you just give up the apartment and move here? But if I do that, what about if something happens between us? Where will I live? Where will I go? Because I don't want to just be put on the street. You mean just put your name on the lease? So that means I'll have security and I don't have to worry about being put on the street? Yeah. He's like, what money you have to pay your rent for next month? I was like, I have it set aside. Just put in the bank. Just leave it there. If anything happens between us, you got money. You can just go use it as a deposit for another apartment. And your name will be on the lease. And you know, I'm in class so much. You know, and in school so much. So, I mean, I barely see you anyway. So at least, you know, when I come home, at least you'll be there. But how much is your rent? I don't know if I can afford to pay half of that. I don't know if I can afford it. It's such a nice home. Don't worry about that. What are you talking about? Don't even worry about that. And I love that man, honey. I love the ground he walked on. I love the ash on the bottom of his feet. I love that man. I did. He was busy. You think my silly behind was talking about, when I had time to spend with him, yeah, I would do that. Girl, no, honey. On the weekends, I used to go, because sometimes he'd be at lab at the school, or he'd be late at the school, like still doing whatever he was doing. Girl, I used to go to the restaurant, get his food, or I cook the food at the house, and take it down to the school. Call him on his cell phone. Hey, baby, I'm downstairs. Come let me in. I got food for you and your lab mates. Here, I brought something for y'all. I got burgers for everybody. What y'all need? See, the young girl's gonna say I was being a pick-me. I wasn't being a pick-me. I was playing my part. Y'all missed it. I wasn't being a pick-me. I was playing my part. Because if this man is taking care of the bills, he's paying the bills. I ain't know what a light bill looked like. And then the one time I did see it, he said, here's my card number. I don't have the time to pay it. Can you just make sure these bills are paid and send me a message to let me know when they got paid? Sure. He putting the food in the refrigerator. All I need to do is cook it. When I was out and about walking on the street, I saw this beautiful, wonderful buffet, the thing you put in the dining room, like the nice thing, the wood buffet thing. I said, baby, I saw this at a consignment shop. It's so beautiful. It looks so good in the dining room. Don't you think it'd be nice? Oh my gosh. How much is it? It's blah, blah, blah. All right, get it. I wasn't being a pick-me. I was playing my parts. What you think I was doing when I was at home? It's only a couple hours in a week that in a day you need for cooking, baby. What else was I doing? I was starting a business, and he knew about it. Hey, I started at least 3 businesses while we were in a relationship with each other. I always been a hustler. I started 3 businesses. I could afford to. I had the time and the financial freedom to do it. Because my money didn't have to go for the household. My money could go for investing in my future. Because if we're going to be together, my future being good is good for his future too, wasn't it? It's not selfish, baby. I'm trying to help y'all understand this. I'm trying to help you to understand this. You tell him what you want. You tell him what you want. You let him give it to you. Never tell a man, that's all right, I got it. You get that out your vocabulary. You don't even know how to say that. You let him give it to you. But then, what you do, dare I say it in exchange, is what you do is you find areas of his life that you can make better and easier. Because if all you doing is getting it, but you're not giving the energy back, then girl, then he gonna feel like he getting used. And it's not about being used. It's about reciprocity. See, I learned that. I don't know what y'all learning nowadays, but I learned that. Baby, yes, I expect certain things. And I will tell you what I expect every time, baby. Of course I will. I'm going to empower you to do for me. To walk in your masculinity. Absolutely, baby. Absolutely. But you know what I'm going to do for you? Everything and anything I got to do to make your life easier, abundant, joyful, where you feel nurtured and surrounded in love in every way, shape, or form. That's what it comes down to. Never give your love away for free. Y'all saw what I put on this video. Never give your love away for free. Your love is not just the sentiments of your feelings. Your love is how you take care of a man. Because see, all these things I'm talking about, cooking for a man, taking care of the house, being there for him emotionally, being a part of, giving him your loving. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be doing that and not getting nothing. Y'all just be giving it out. Just giving it. And don't ask for nothing. Don't you? Even if you go down to the Salvation Army where they do the secondhand clothes, those clothes ain't free. So they still got to pay for the clothes at the Salvation Army. So even the place that's supposed to be helping people don't give nothing away for free, for real, as far as I know. So why are you giving your love away for free? I don't understand. Tell him what you want. Tell him what you need. Tell him about your problems and let him step in and be your protector and your provider. If this message is something that you liked, click like and click share and get my book, Get Out of Your Own Way, A Guide to Letting Go of the Things That's Holding You Back. Just search MJ Harris on Amazon. It's available in hardcover. You can get the digital version, like for Kindle devices or the electronic reading devices, or you get the audio version that I read. I'm the one reading it, so you'll love that. Also, if you'd like to schedule a coaching session with me so I can help you get out of your own way, so I can teach you how to position yourself to get exactly what you want from men, so I can help you to be the best version of yourself, click the link that's directly above or below this video, or the link that's on my social media pages, and schedule a session. Keep in mind, my sessions do go very quickly, okay? I think I'm booked out for like the next week or so. So if you see a session, grab the session, because if you don't, somebody else will. And even if you DM me, ask me to open up a session, I can't, because I can't take nobody else's session away from them. Ciao. You want to see my book again? Just search MJ Harris on Amazon. Ask that man for what you want, girl. He'll give you that and more.